Hey everyone, welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. It's lovely that you've tuned in again for another pick a card reading. Just a big warm welcome if you're new, and also if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, then thank you so much for joining me again. So today we're going to be doing, aren't we, what is your biggest effect on them right now? How are you affecting them? How are you impacting them? So we've got our three piles as usual. We've got pile number one, which is this card, which says Hedonist, as you can see at the top there. That's pile number one with the orange calcite. Here we go. You can see that. Pile number two, which says guide. There we go. That's pile number two, and that comes with the lapis lazuli here. And then pile number three, which says poet. Poet, and that comes with the Dalmatian jasper here. There we go. So those are your three piles. Use your intuition, go for the one that's calling to you. Just feel free to, pass over anything that doesn't make sense to you, any message that isn't right for you, it's probably for somebody else. And remember that the reading is timeless, so it should be good for whenever you're finding it. But other than that, I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number one, and welcome back to your reading. Welcome to this pick a card reading on what is your biggest effect on them right now? How are you affecting them? What is your impact right now? And you chose to come into the reading under this gorgeous orange calcite here. I'm just going to put that there. And also this card, which says Hedonist. And it's got light and shadow attributes. So the light attributes are inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. The shadow attributes are pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. So these cards have light and shade to them. So that's that one. Let's see what other oracle cards we've got. We've got ending a trauma. Ending a trauma, and it says transform memories and symptoms. Ending a trauma. There might be a message that's needed to come into this situation, or a message on its way, because I've just had a message through there for me. Then we've got pronghorn. Maybe someone's waiting for a message. This is pronghorn, and it is action. Pronghorn, and it says action. It says now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Okay, and this is, oh my goodness, so this is the Ten of Cups. Wow. Okay, so, I think your person is feeling pretty, well, from these cards, apart from the ending of a trauma, all these cards are pretty positive, really. I feel like your person with the Ten of Cups, these cards, interestingly, both talk about excess. This is an excess of, like hedonism, when you have an excess of all the things that stimulate your five senses, really. And then this is an excess of emotion, where you are emotionally the happiest that you can ever be. So it makes me feel that your person is either feeling that with you, depending on where you are in the situation with this person. They're feeling that your biggest effect is that you make them feel completely fulfilled, not just in the, in the way that you look, in the way that you, in the way that you, look at this woman. This figure is just so kind of gorgeous. In the way that you sound, in the way that you smell, in everything about you physically. I think your biggest impact or effect is that they find you very physically attractive. They might even be addicted to that aspect of you. They may really enjoy you in the kind of 3D, really, in terms of just, the way you look physically. They may really enjoy you. They might want an excess of you in that way. But also, it's not just that, because the Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. So, if you're actually with this person, I think they're seeing you as the one that really is the person that emotionally fulfills them the most, makes them feel the most happy, fills up their cup. Is sort of like an excess. So I think they're seeing you in that way. But because we've got an end in a trauma here, it may be as well that You know, you could be that you're helping them to get over something really difficult. That might be for some of you, you're helping them to get over something really difficult, or there has been some sort of trauma in this situation and they want a kind of an end to that. They want, you know, things to be much more happier. I mean, with the Ten of Cups and with the Hedonist here, they want things to be happier. They want there to be an excess of happiness, of you know, enjoying each other, enjoying each other's enjoying each other's company, enjoying each other's bodies, enjoying each other in every way. Really, you know, they really want that, and that might be why you've got action, because maybe they're thinking it's the time to act now in this particular connection. Well, you know, wherever you are in it. So maybe it's been in a state of stagnancy, maybe it's had some problems. Something like that, and they want to transform that. So that is your biggest effect here. Of what I can see is all these cards, apart from this one, are incredibly positive. You are having an extremely positive effect on your person. I mean, I think they see all this is gold. I mean, I think they see you as gold, and you're just so. I mean, this reminds me of the Empress energy. You know, I feel like you are very. They see you as very. Just so sensual, so attractive. You are maybe a huge temptation for them, possibly as well, with the hedonism here. A huge temptation, and they just want to sort of wallow in your energy. That's kind of what I'm feeling. That's what hedonism is about. That kind of excess, wanting to completely be excessively enjoying something, which is you, as well as emotionally enjoying you. So maybe it might be that some of you were, you know, have maybe reunited and they're just really enjoying that kind of reconciliation. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So thank you very much if you have subscribed, commented, liked. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I say it in every video, but it's so important to thank you, because obviously the channel wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for the support of people subscribing and liking and commenting. But there's still a long way to go, so if you wouldn't mind, if you want to subscribe, that would be fantastic, particularly if you like the channel, because it means, you know, it really motivates me, and it means that I can carry on doing readings like this one. So please do subscribe or hit the like button, or both. That would be even better. But anyway, let's get cracking. So what is your biggest effect? What is pile number one's biggest effect on their person, you know, right now? What is their biggest effect on their person right now, please? Page of Cups. The Fool. Oh my goodness, the Two of Cups. What is your biggest effect? What is pile number one's biggest effect on their person right now? King of Wands. And the overarching energy is the Page of Wands. Yeah, I mean, these cards go exactly with what I was saying here. I mean, they want a brand new beginning with you. So this might be something whereby, it could be because the Page of Cups is a little bit of a crush, can sometimes indicate a little bit of a crush energy. So this might be a new relationship for a lot of you, or you might be asking about somebody that you've got a crush on. Well, they definitely have got a crush on you back, 100%. A new journey. They want to they want to start something new with you. It might be a bit of a risk. It might be a leap of faith, but they are willing to take that risk and take that leap of faith. It's an adventure for them. I think they're seeing it as an adventure for them. Now, if it's been you've been apart with this ending a trauma here, they 100% want a reconciliation. They want to start again with you. They want a new beginning with you. There may be an apology on its way, or they may just see you as the beginning of new love for them, a new opportunity for them in love. That is the Page of Cups. So that's the effect you're having on them, that you are, you represent, you know, complete emotional fulfillment and happiness for them, and they want to begin that, because we've got two cards here of beginning. So your effect, your biggest effect, is that they want to start something with you. They want to begin something with you. A new emotional journey with you, if you like. That is what is going on here. Now, the Two of Cups makes me think that they see you again, and it goes with the Ten of Cups. You know, the Two of Cups is a beautiful card of unity, of, you know, obviously a couple together, but it's a couple that is got some longevity to it. So the Two of Cups is based in friendship, in companionship. That's what it has at its core. You might be friends with this person. Some of you might actually be friends with this person. They may be in your social circle, and you're just wondering if they feel anything more for you or what your effect is on them. Well, I mean, I think that your effect is that you kind of give them friendship as well as somebody who really is attracted to them, somebody who really makes them happy, emotionally happy, but also you provide them with, your effect is that you provide them with a great friendship, somebody that they feel they can really talk to, that they can get on with, somebody that they have a lot in common with, and they love that. That is what the Two of Cups is. It's a kind of friendship card. I mean, the King of Wands is there's a huge chemistry, and it's what I was saying, it goes with the Hedonist card. Your effect is that there's a massive chemistry and attraction between you and them. And the King of Wands, interestingly, is a card of action. It is a card of wise action. You had the word action here on the pronghorn, and the King of Wands is a card of action. Somebody who is in charge, confident, and is going to take action. So I feel if this person is somebody like a crush, or somebody that you're just wondering about, you've fancied or you've liked, and you're wondering if they like you back, they definitely like you back, and they want to take action. If there's been a difficult time for you in the past, maybe, or there's been obstacles or problems, they want to overcome them and take action with this King of Wands here. Now, the overarching energy is the Page of Wands. Well, the Page of Wands, again, you've got two pages, which it makes me think that for many of you, this might be somebody that you're talking about where you haven't been in a connection with them before. Just for men, for some of you, you haven't been with them before. It's a new, it would be like a crush situation or something like that, and it would be a new beginning, and this person wants to have this new beginning with you, 100%. But also there's a lot of fun energy. I feel like there's a lot of fun energy in this because you've got a lot of wands. You have got cups, but you've got a lot of wands, and wands is all about fun. So I feel like this person wants fun with you. They want, they want to flirt with you. They want to connect with you. They want to enjoy you. They may want to message you. So if you haven't had any contact with them, or it's just been a crush from afar, if you know what I mean, or you've just been kind of looking at each other from afar, I feel like there's a strong desire to want to communicate and connect with you. So your effect is making them want to, all these feelings that they have for you, all this attraction that they have for you, is making them want to connect with you, to send a message, to take action, to create this Two of Cups situation where you're in a strong, solid relationship which is based on friendship and a strong attraction, which is obviously the best kind of relationship that you can have, really. So it isn't just about passion and attraction and chemistry. There is, this person believes that they can have a strong emotional bond and attachment with you. Wow, pile number one, that is a great start to this reading. So let's see, in terms of astrological signs, I mean, Page of Cups could be any of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Two of Cups is Cancer energy. King of Wands, Page of Wands, any of the fire signs of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Let us see if we've got any angel cards here. So what is pile number one's biggest effect on their person? I mean, I think you're having a massive effect on your person, pile number one. What is pile number one's biggest effect on their person right now? Triangle. Elevate your emotions for a firm decision. So maybe with the trauma here, this has been a triangle situation. Maybe that resonates for some of you, or there is a triangular situation in this connection in some way. Maybe there's something like that going on, but I feel like they want it to be a new beginning for you, a new beginning based on a firm foundation of just you and them. Let's see what else we've got. So, oh dear, let's put those back. And there might be a lot of heightened emotions here. There might be a lot of excitement as well. I feel like there's a lot of excitement. Or your biggest effect is that you create a lot of excitement within them. So what is pile number one's biggest effect on their person right now? What is their biggest effect on their person right now? The Lovers. The Lovers, pile number one. Now that might have been, the Lovers can also indicate a choice. So that would go with the triangles. There might be a triangular situation, or a triangle situation has been in this situation. Maybe you've been part of a love triangle with this person. But I feel like that element of sharing is coming to an end. So what is pile number one's biggest? Because the Lovers is kind of like a really strong, you know, it comes right under the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is like an offer of love, a new beginning in love, a message of love. And the Lovers card is, you know, a strong indication in any love reading that this connection is significant. So your biggest effect is that you are very significant to this person. Let's see what else. What is pile number one's effect on their biggest effect on their person right now? The Knight of Wands, again, action. What else have we got? The Fool again. The Fool, a new beginning, taking a risk. King of Wands again. Oh my God, the King of Wands under the King of Wands. Whoa. And the overarching energy is the Nine of Swords. Now there might be some stress involved in this situation with the Nine of Swords here. There might be a little bit of, and it goes with the trauma. Maybe this has been a situation which has been traumatic. Maybe you're in separation. Maybe it's been difficult. Maybe there's been a lot of problems. Maybe there have been choices which has led to a lot of stress and unhappiness. But this person, the biggest effect you're having on them is that they're going to take action and come rushing towards you. The Knight of Wands is a passionate energy. It's somebody who just wants to come in and get what they want. Now, because you've got the King of Wands twice underneath, it tells me, because the Knight of Wands on their own, it would be a little bit of a player energy, it would be a little bit of a selfish energy. But this, I don't believe this person, they may have been selfish before, but I think going forwards, they don't want to be like that now. They've kind of grown up, they've got wiser, because they have elevated from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands twice. Now, kings are always wise energy, and the King of Wands is somebody who is incredibly confident in their abilities, incredibly charismatic. So I feel this person, the biggest effect you're having on them is that you're making them feel very confident, that they can come towards you, that they can approach you and offer you this love. They feel compelled to. I think this is a card of being absolutely compelled, as you can see, to move forward. They can't stop themselves really any longer. They feel compelled to come towards you. They feel compelled to be with you. They feel a strong sense of desire and attraction towards you. Chemistry. Now it's interesting because you've got the King of Wands twice, but in this particular deck, kings are sometimes depicted as female. So it makes me feel like it's the Queen of Wands. That's what I'm feeling. So it makes me feel that this person, the biggest effect, and it goes to the Lovers, is that they see you as their divine counterpart, their other half, their soulmate, their twin flame. You've got that impact. You've had that impact on them. They see you as the one, 100%. So if you didn't feel like that before, they want to make you feel like that now. But there is stress. There has been some stress in this situation with the Nine of Swords. There has been some worry. There has been some sleepless nights. This does go really well with the trauma. It has been traumatic. I'm sorry if it's been traumatic for you, pile number one. You know, because nobody should be made to feel second best if that's how you felt. But just going forwards, I think the biggest impact or the effect that you're having at the moment is that you are making them feel that they 100% want to be with you, that they want to choose you. You've got the Fool twice. It might be risky. There might be a bit of a risk involved in this, but they're going to go for it. They're going to do it because they feel that you are the person for them on every level. Just in terms, as I said at the beginning, in terms of, you know, how you do it for them physically, how you do it for them emotionally, the excitement, the chemistry that they feel with you, the fact that they believe that you can have a strong relationship based on a firm foundation of friendship, and it all feels just really exciting. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So lovely reading, pile number one. So what is Pile number one's biggest effect on their person right now. Now, in terms of astrological signs, obviously Gemini is the Lover's card. Knight of Wands could again be any of the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The King of Wands again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of heat in this situation. There's a hell of a lot of attraction. But it's not just attraction, it is them believing that you will be their absolute, you will really fill their cup on every level, really. So what else have we got here for pile number one and their person? What is their biggest effect? What is pile number one's biggest effect on their person right now? Resolutions, strive for harmonious resolutions. I feel like that goes with the ending of a trauma. That is maybe there's a resolution on its way. You've got a lot of cards of messages, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Remember, I had a message at the beginning of this reading, and I think I said then, maybe someone's going to send a message, maybe there needs to be a message sent in this situation. What is pile number one? This is our last card. What is pile number one's biggest effect on their person? Forgive. The act of forgiveness releases tension. Maybe there's a need for forgiveness in this. Maybe they forgive you. Maybe you are wanting to forgive them, and whatever, you know, in terms of whatever's gone on in this. But there is a desire or a need for forgiveness, and it will release tension. I'm going to have one more. And this says, afraid. It's time to let go of any insecurities. So if there are any insecurities in this situation, I feel like your person's definitely letting go of any insecurities, any doubts. There are absolutely no doubts. There's been worry and stress, but that is a very small part of this reading. This person wants to move and take action. You are motivating them to move and take action and declare themselves. But pile number one, that has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number two, and welcome back. Welcome back to this pick a card reading, which is, what is your biggest effect on them right now? How are you affecting them? How are you impacting them? So you chose to come into the reading under this card that says guide here, and also the lapis lazuli here. So I'm just going to put that there. So this card is divided into light attributes and shadow attributes, and the light attribute says represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself, and the shadow attribute is places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So there you go. That is the guide. That's the first card. So let's see what else we've got. Oh, B, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Okay. Concealed, it says concealed power. Give birth to the wonder of revelation. Concealed power. And also, this is the Empress. This is the Empress. I feel like straight away, the effect, you are very, I feel like they see you as somebody who is, because you've got the guide, you've got the Empress, you've got the, you know, it says in the B card, you know, you are a creator, you are abundance, and of course that goes with the Empress really well. I think they're seeing you as somebody who's very nurturing. Your effect on them is that you are very nurturing, you are very loving. They, you know, might have, depending on what comes out here, a lot of love for you, but you've certainly got a very nurturing element to you. I think they see that you might even be guiding them, you might even be advising them, you might be somebody that they feel they can trust, that they can rely on, somebody who is working, you know, for their best interests. You might have quite a strong sort of there might be a strong maternal feel towards you. I'm not saying that they see you like their mother or anything like that. I'm just saying that you have that kind of, there's also a lot of feminine energy in all of this, because even with the concealed power, it immediately made me think of that kind of like feminine energy that's often represented by the moon, which can be kind of a hidden, mysterious energy. So there might be a lot of mystery to you. A lot of, you know, I think you're very insightful, that you're very intuitive, that you are, yeah, just somebody that people really can trust and rely on, that you literally might even be somebody like a teacher, a mentor, a counsellor, somebody who nurtures. You might be a mother, you might be a carer, something. They're sort of seeing that within you, and I'm just being reminded of the Queen Bee, and I feel like they're seeing you as, and the Empress, as somebody who is just very, very, very nurturing and loving, central, maybe somebody who is central to their life in some way. Definitely. But let's see what else we've got here. I mean, the Empress as well is somebody who's very, very attractive. I mean, the Empress is, and this Queen Bee card here is a very attractive card. So it makes me feel as well that they're very attracted to you. You are very, I mean, the Empress is quite a sort of sensual energy, very natural energy. You might be very, a sort of somebody who's very much in touch with nature, with, you know, you might like doing things in the sort of natural world. You might have a career in that, in the environment, something like that, where that's kind of really important to you. You might be in the community. You might have a place of standing in the community where you advise others, where you give advice, and this might be how you know this person. But they're definitely attracted to you. I think they see you as a source of abundance, with the bees making the honey, a source of sweetness as well. So I think they think your effect on them is that they, you know, you're very sweet, that they find sweetness in you, that they find kindness in you, that they find somebody who is very sociable, maybe somebody who is very just very connected, very good at communicating, somebody who's nurturing and loving and caring, and that is the effect you're having on them, so that you're making them feel very cared for, very, or that you have the potential to do that. Certainly, you might be the mother of their children for some of you. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. A big thank you if you have subscribed, liked or commented. I really, really, really appreciate that. If you, just to sort of say thank you so much for doing that. So let's get straight to it. Let's see now. How does pile number 2, what is the effect that pile number 2 is having on their person? What's the biggest effect that they're having on their person right now, please? What is the biggest effect? 10 of Swords. There's another owl in that. There's 2 owls there, so they may be seeing you as somebody who's very wise, a very kind of wise person, somebody who's able to, see wisdom even in difficult situations, or be wise even in difficult situations. They may see you as a bit of a guiding light at the moment, something like that. What is the biggest effect that pile number 2 is having on their person right now? You may be in separation. You might almost definitely might be in separation from this person, because we've got the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, which is a walking away from the situation. But I feel from these cards here that they, that they haven't left you behind. Pile number 2. How are they what is the effect that pile number 2 is having on their person right now, please? What's the effect that pile number 2 is having on their person right now, their biggest effect? The 9 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Yeah, okay. 2 of Wands. So I think, like, for many of you, this might be a situation that you're asking about. Your biggest effect. You're asking about somebody that you might be in separation from. Because we've got the 10 of Swords, we've got the 8 of Cups, and we've got the 6 of Swords, which is, the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords is about, the way that we could see that is that this could be a situation whereby they realise they've got to leave something in order to be with you, because the 6 of Swords can be a moving away, or it can be a moving towards something, and it could be because you've got 2 energies here, and the overarching energy, or 2 types of energy here, and the overarching energy is the 2 of Wands, which is having to make a choice, maybe, so there might be a choice situation going on here, and the 2 of Wands is also about kind of waiting for something. You might have dropped the seed for something, but this is about waiting to see if anything's going to come about. So this situation might be in waiting at the moment. It might be in stagnation at the moment, where there's an element of waiting for something to happen in some way. And it could be that, you know, either you've been together but you've split up, somebody's walked away, and this person now wants to be back with you, and their biggest effect is that they are realising your value, realising how much you mean to them, realising how abundant you are, how you make them, how wise you are, how loving, nurturing, caring you are, and that there might be a lot of regrets if they've left the situation or the situation has come apart. And the other energy is about being a wish fulfillment, you know, that you are that wish fulfillment. You make them feel, I mean, this is about a dream coming true with the Nine of Cups here. So I think the effect you're having them is that you are a wish fulfillment, either after you've separated and they've now got regrets and they want that situation back. They want to move slowly towards the situation, which is the Six of Swords, and moving slowly towards the situation. Or they're in a situation where they need to leave it. They need to leave it in order to have this wish fulfillment come true, which I think they feel is you, because it's all these cards. It's about somebody who they hold in real high regard. But at the moment, maybe you're making them wait. Maybe the choice is with you. Maybe you are, making them wait, making them... or they have to wait because the situation is in separation in some way. It's on hold, it's on pause, but they're still looking out. They're still hoping, they're still looking towards the situation. Maybe they still want to create sweetness with you, build it up again, manifest it again, because that is what the Empress is, you know, a card of manifestation. They want to work with the B card here. They want to work towards making it sweet again. But I feel for a lot of you, it might have come into separation here with the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Because with the Ten of Swords, there's always a little glimmer of hope with the Ten of Swords. When, you know, the Ten of Swords is obviously the ending of something, the ending of a cycle. But there's always that little horizon, and I feel this person has hope here, still in this situation, if it has been a walking away with the Eight of Cups. And I feel like this is more about them trying to get back towards the situation. But it's on pause, it's on hold at the moment. So your biggest effect, I believe, from these cards is that they are beginning to realise or recognise or value you. It might be too late for you, pile number 2, but your biggest effect is that they're having regrets, and that I feel like in many ways they want to reconcile, and maybe they see you now as a wish fulfillment, as something that they want in their lives, or somebody that they want in their lives. Now, in terms of astrological signs, the Ten of Swords is Gemini energy, Eight of Cups is Pisces energy, Nine of Cups is Pisces energy, and the Six of Swords is Aquarius. Two of Wands, that is Aries energy again. So let's see what else we've got here. What is the biggest effect? I think they're just I think there's a realisation going on with this person. They're realising your value. Maybe they're realising that they should have treated you better if they didn't before. And so there's an element of regret here. What is pile number 2's biggest effect on their person right now? Oh, that one's timing. So this says timing. Allow events to unfold at the correct time. So maybe there's something about this situation. If there's been a lot of heartache or pain, maybe there's a need for healing, and maybe this person recognises it. That might be why you've got the Two of Wands, where there's a waiting period, where there needs to be healing, things need to be done at the right time. Something like that. But let's see what else we've got. So what is the biggest effect that pile number 2 is having on their person right now? What is the biggest effect that pile number 2 is having on their person right now? The High Priestess. What else have we got? The Six of Wands. The Three of Wands. What is the biggest effect? That one wants to come out. And the Ten of Swords again. Oh, gosh, okay. And the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups has come out twice. So you are 100% a wish fulfillment for this person. 100%. You are something that they really want. But this might be something, it could be something that's hidden or secret with the High Priestess here. This could be a secret situation that you're asking about, or a hidden situation. That might be why it came to an end. So maybe it was a hidden situation, or a hidden something hidden, and that didn't sit right with you, and so the situation came to an end. But I feel there's a lot of regrets. The biggest effect you're having on them is that they were regretting, because I think they're regretting, or realizing, what they've lost exactly. What a loving, nurturing, beautiful energy and soul that you are. There's a lot of regrets, I think, with that. The Six of Wands is that out of the Eight of Cups, which is somebody walking away or the situation coming to an end, is the Six of Wands is that they want recognition again. They want to be recognised by you again. They want to be seen as somebody significant, somebody important. They don't want to be separate from you, I don't think. They don't want to be... this is again the Three of Wands, and this depicts... The Three of Wands can be about... sort of action, really. But this particular Three of Wands is about a secret situation. So maybe this was a secret situation where something was going on, because these are two lovers meeting, behind... I think this must be the chaperone of this young woman here, or the nurse. And this nurse is asleep, and she's very conscious, and they're having a chat, holding hands, but it's in secret. She's very aware that it can't be... she doesn't want to disturb this nurse here. And it's a sort of secret situation, a secret rendezvous that they are having. So maybe it was a forbidden situation, or it's a secret situation in some way, and you are a wish fulfillment. So this might be this might be a crush situation, or a secret situation, or a forbidden situation, which is something that they really want. So you are somebody that they really want. The Nine of Cups is come up twice here. They definitely... look at this Nine of Cups here. This man is on his knees, almost like... it looks like there's... he's holding this woman's hand. He's looking up at her adoringly. She is the one. So it makes me feel this person is believing that you are that person for them. But there has been heartache in this situation with the Ten of Swords. So maybe they are thinking that you are... the effect that you're having on them is that you are this wish fulfillment, but you are also a cause of some pain as well, because we have the Ten of Swords, which is the ending of a cycle, a painful ending of a cycle. And that might be because the situation has come into separation, possibly, or it's a hidden situation, it's a forbidden situation, it's something that they can't have. But so your effect is that you're bringing them both pleasure and pain in a way, because you're something that they really, really want, but you're something that maybe they can't have, or is out of reach at the moment, or something that has to be done in secret. But they so want to be recognised by you. They so want to be acknowledged by you. This is a card of victory, the Six of Wands. They so want the situation to be good again. So if under the Eight of Cups, if somebody walked away, if it was a parting of the ways, they so want it to be victorious again, to be better again. They might feel that you're keeping yourself really hidden and secret. They may feel that there's a strong intuitive link here with all the references to the two owls and the guide. There may be a strong intuitive bond between the two of you, a strong psychic bond that they feel with you, even if you're separate or apart. So in terms of astrological signs, the Six of Wands, that is Leo energy. The Three of Wands is Aries energy, and the Ten of Swords is Gemini. Nine of Cups, that is Pisces energy. So let's see what other cards we have here. So yeah, I think there's a lot of regret if you're in separation. They would love to reconcile with you. The reconciliation would be their wish. Maybe they're thinking they have to take their time or do it at the right time if there's been a lot of pain and heartache in this situation. But I feel like they want to slowly move towards you because of the value that they now see in you. I think there's a strong element of them seeing you as very sweet, very loving, very nurturing, very caring, somebody who has an understated power, somebody who is just very strong in themselves, a shining light, really, a guide for others, but also somebody who's very, very, very attractive, with the Empress and the Queen Bee here, somebody who kind of like shines in terms of how they look as well. Just somebody who's very abundant, maybe somebody who's very generous. Maybe you were very generous with this person, with your affection, with your time, with your love, with your care, and maybe they took it for granted and now they've got massive regrets about that. What is pile number two's biggest effects on their person right now, please? Faithfulness. Fidelity builds strong relationships. If there weren't faithfulness before, or if there wasn't faithfulness before, they definitely want that now. If that was something that brought it into separation, or there was a question mark over that, then that's something that they want now going forwards. Separation. Separation is not the end. I think that's what this person is feeling. If you're in separation, that it is not the end. This person definitely feels it's not the end. They definitely want to come back, but they know they have to do it slowly. So your effect is that there is a lot of regret in losing you or not being with you, and they want reconciliation. I feel for a lot of you that is a wish for them. What is part number two's person's effect on part number? What is part number two's effect on their person right now, please? I feel like that one wants to come out. Transformation. Enter into the light from out of the darkness. And then I'm going to have one more, and that's going to be it. Sincere. Someone close to you is sincere. So there you go, pile number two. That has been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, welcome back, pile number three, to your pick a card reading today, which is what is your biggest effect on them right now? How are you affecting them? What is your impact? What's the biggest impact you're having? And you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is the Poet card, and also the Dalmatian Jasper here. And I'm going to put that there for you. So this card is a card that is divided between light and shadow attributes. So let's look at those. So the light attribute is expresses soul insights in symbolic language, and the shadow attribute is turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. So that is the Poet. That's the archetype that you came into the reading under, plus some other oracle cards. Let's have a look at those. So we've got all the Butterfly, Rebirth. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. Butterfly, it's always about change and transformation, isn't it? Work of art. So there's a lot of references to art in this. Some of you might actually be artists, poets, writers, that kind of thing, actors. Be the portrait of divine beauty. And then this is, the Knight of Cups. So this is my Orosoma deck. This is the Knight of Cups. So I think the biggest, there's a lot of romance in these cards. I mean, the Poet is a very romantic figure, isn't it? Somebody who writes verse, often love verse. I know poets can write about everything, but there's something very romantic and dreamy about all of these cards, because you've got a work of art. The Knight of Cups is, in the... the Knight of Cups is often represented by the astrological sign of Pisces, and Pisces is kind of the dreamiest sign in the zodiac, the most artistic, the most creative. So I feel like this person is seeing you in a very romantic way. There is a lot of, you might, I feel like in some respects, you might be a source of inspiration for this person, like a muse, almost like a muse to an artist. They may think you're incredibly creative, somebody who is, you may actually be really like a writer or a poet yourself, or something, like I say, some kind of artist, and they may find that really, really attractive. You may be going through some sort of transformational process, or they may feel that knowing you is helping them to change and transform for the better. So you, in that way, you are an inspiration to them, you are inspiring them, you are yeah, like almost like a muse to sort of create and be fulfilled emotionally in some way. So I feel like with the Knight of Cups, they definitely feel like you are inspiring them to come forward if they haven't already romantically. So if you're not in a relationship with this person, I feel like they want to come forward in terms of romance. The Knight of Cups is about offering, taking action and offering love, offering romance. It goes with a poet. I mean, they can say lots of lovely words of love. They can act in a really romantic way. So I feel like with a poet and the Knight of Cups and this work of art, which I think they see you as a work of art, somebody, I feel like there's a lot, they see you as somebody who's very beautiful. I'm not just talking about attractive, I'm talking about somebody who's very beautiful, in a very sort of like, for want of a better phrase, in a sort of classy way, in a very, yeah, somebody who they may put on a pedestal actually in some way, like a lot of artists would put their muse on a pedestal. So I feel like in some ways that you are that, you have that effect on them. Like butterflies again are just very sort of pretty insects, aren't they? They turn from something, you know, like the caterpillar, that's not as pretty as much as all creatures are gorgeous. You know, the caterpillar isn't as pretty as a butterfly, but I think they see you as maybe somebody that's gone through a transformative process and is now absolutely stunning, you know, even more than they were before, something like that. So they are definitely, your effect is that you're definitely attracting them with the way that you look, because the butterfly is a beautiful, as I said, a beautiful insect. You're attracting them with the way that you create, the way that you speak, the way that you live your life. You might be quite original in the way that you live your life, or maybe what's the word when someone is unconventional? Maybe you're quite an unconventional person and they love that about you. That you are somebody that they just, you know, feel inspired by, in terms of, you know, they maybe want to express themselves to you with the poet here in the language of love, in very loving terms. That's kind of what I'm picking up from here. But in terms of, let's see what we've got in terms of the tarot cards. Now, if you have subscribed, liked, commented, then thank you so much for doing that. I really do appreciate that. Please carry on, because it just means an awful lot to me in terms of just giving me inspiration to continue and motivation to carry on doing readings like this one. But also lets me know what you like, and what to upload in the future. So please do carry on doing that. If you haven't subscribed, then please do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But let's get straight to it. So what does pile number 3, what's their biggest effect on their person? What is pile number 3's biggest effect on their person right now, please? What is their biggest effect on their person right now? Well, we've got 3 that's come out straight away, so I'm just going to take them out. Oh, the High Priestess, the Nine of Cups. I feel like the Nine of Cups has come out in every single reading. So if you feel attracted to the Tower, if you feel attracted to any of the other readings, then you might want to look at those. What is pile number 3's biggest effect on their person right now? What's the biggest effect on their person? The King of Pentacles. And the overarching energy is the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, this might be a bit of a work crush. Underneath that is the Empress that's sliding out there. So I think we've got the Empress twice here. Oh no, we haven't got this. Sorry, the Empress came out in pile number 2. So again, if you feel drawn to any of the other piles, but I believe you've got the High Priestess and the Empress. So that tells me that, I mean, the Empress and the High Priestess are the 2, you know, kind of top cards really, in terms of sort of feminine energy, the balance of the feminine energy really. So I think they are seeing you as somebody who embodies, you know, all of the wonder of feminine energy really. You are, first of all, you're incredibly creative, and that goes with all of these cards here. So they see you as somebody who's very, very, very creative. You make them, the effect you're having is that you are wanting, that they want to create something with you. They want to be abundant with you. They want to have abundance with you. They want to enjoy you. They want to maybe nurture you, care for you. That would go with the Knight of Cups, you know, give you care and attention with the Empress here. But so the Empress has all those qualities, but the High Priestess, in terms of feminine energy, she has all that secrecy, all that inner wisdom, all of that intuition, all of yeah, that is kind of like the embodiment. So you have the balance of the creativity, the nurture, the care, the love, the abundance, the sensuality of the Empress, along with the intuition, the insight, the expansive knowledge, the deep wisdom of the High Priestess. I mean, you know, you are a wish coming true for them. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. You are a wish. You know, they want you. Now, this might come as a huge shock to you with the Tower card here sitting in the middle. You might be completely shocked by that. You might think, gosh, really? I mean, I might have had an inkling that this, you know, that person liked me, but I didn't realise they liked me that much, but they do. Or this situation is going through a transformative process. It's had its Tower moment. So maybe you're in separation for some of you with this person, and it's had a Tower moment where everything has, or maybe they've seen you have a Tower moment where you have, you know, everything that you thought was secure, stable, has come crashing down with a view to then building it up again in a much more secure and stable way. You might be having this kind of transformative effect on your person with the Tower card here, where their world is literally being turned upside down by you being in it. You know, you might be connecting them in as well. Your biggest effect might be that you are helping them to change and transform and become more in touch with how they really feel. Something like that. That could be your effect as well, that you are enabling them to change and transform. You are tapping them into their creative abilities, their creativity. You are making them feel abundant. You are making them feel, quite frankly, I think you're making them feel pretty good, pile number 3. I mean, with the King of Pentacles here and the Eight of Pentacles, that's the reason why I said it might have been a work crush, because that can be, the Eight of Pentacles can be a work card. This might be somebody that you're crushing on over work. But it's also a card of mastery, and I feel like this person wants to master you, wants to master this situation, wants to work at this situation, wants to, you know, if it was a situation maybe that came into disarray, or that's where there was some shocking event or something that happened, maybe that's the other thing. So maybe there was some shocking effect or some shocking event that occurred. They want to bring back stability with the King of Pentacles here, right next to it. They want to bring back stability and security, because this is a king of, well, first of all, kings are always wise energy, but the King of Pentacles is somebody who's very stable, solid, reliable, dependable. So maybe the effect you're having on them is that they can move it from a wish fulfillment. It might be something of a shock, but into a stable, successful, solid foundation. They can transform it from just a crush, if it's a crush, or maybe if it's coming to separation, they can transform it. They can put it back on the road to stability, security. You might be, with the Empress coming up here, somebody who's the mother of their children. They may want to create a family with you. That's the effect you might be having on them. It might be a secret situation, in which case you are wish fulfillment and they want to break down whatever other situation they're in to create stability with you, to master the situation, to bring it into being, because you are such an inspiration to them. Now, in terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Nine of Cups, that is Pisces energy. King of Pentacles could be any of the earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and the Empress is always Taurian energy, and the Eight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. Let's see what we've got in terms of our angel advice cards here. So, what is the impact that pile number 3 is having on their person, or what is the biggest effect, rather? What is the biggest effect that pile number 3, having on their person right now? Well, that one wanted to fly out, didn't it? So let's have a look and see. Infinity, your love is timeless. That is a beautiful message, pile number 3. So they're feeling that this love is timeless, that it goes on and on and on and on and on. Certainly would go with both you coming up as the Empress and the High Priestess. I mean, that is just a powerful combination that can't really be topped in the tarot if you embody that for them. Let's see what else we've got. So, what is pile number 3's biggest effect on their person right now? What is their biggest effect on their person right now? Two of Wands. There might be an element of waiting in this situation, or they might feel that you're keeping them waiting, or maybe there's a separation in this situation, or a time of stagnation, because it's come right under the High Priestess, which is a private energy. So it might be that this situation is secret, is hidden, is under the radar, there's some waiting in it, it can't come out in the open yet. What is... maybe you're keeping them guessing. Oh, I'm going to take the King of Swords there because that's the one that I saw. So King of Swords. What you might be, you might be keeping yourself to yourself here with the King of Swords. You might be quite detached in some way, or you might be very honest as well. You might want clarity. Or the biggest effect that you're having on them is that they know they need to be clear with you. They know they need to be honest with you. They can't be wishy-washy. What is pile number 3's biggest effects? Another work card. This could definitely be, this might be your boss that you're thinking about. What is pile number 3's biggest effect on their person right now? And the 7 of Wands. What else have we got here? And the 3 of Cups is the overall celebration. So, not the overall celebration, I mean, the 3 of Cups does represent on some level celebration. So, I mean, the biggest effect that you're having on them is that if out of the Tower situation, so if something has happened in this connection, so if you're in separation from this person, or you are apart from this person, with the Knight of Cups, they definitely want to take action to come toward you, and they want to collaborate with you again. They want to work it out. They want to sort things out. They don't want to be in this period of separation if you're in separation from them. Or if there's been some shocking event or something unexpected has happened, they want to get things back on track, certainly. There might be challenges in the situation. You might be a bit of a challenge for them, maybe because you are separate from them or you're keeping yourself to yourself. But it's not a challenge that they feel they can't overcome, because the 7 of Wands always has the upper hand. The person in it always is above all these wands here. They've got that upper hand. They're on the high ground. So it makes me feel that the effect you're having on them is that yes, you might be a bit of a challenge from them. Although you're a wish fulfillment, you're sort of like the answers to all their fantasy and their prayers. They might be challenges to getting near you or getting towards you, but they feel they can overcome those challenges. They might be trying to make a plan. So out of this period of stagnation or waiting, to see what's if you're in separation, or if this is a crush and you're wondering if they're going to make a move. I feel like with the King of Swords here, that is all about, I mean, Kings are all about wisdom, as I said before, but this is Swords is about ideas, it's about communication. So I feel like it's about planning and strategy. So I feel like with the King of Swords here, maybe this person is thinking and mulling over a lot of ideas about how to make a move towards you, how to come back towards you. So out of this wish fulfillment, out of this wish, this dream is a concrete plan. Is to create a concrete plan about what they're going to do to come towards you, because the overarching energy is celebration. You make them feel very, very, very happy. The 3 of Cups is a very happy situation. It could be a three-way situation for some of you with this, because that can sometimes be the 3 of Cups, where there's a third element. And maybe it's been a secret situation before, and if it comes out, it's going to cause a lot of chaos, a lot of, something secure, or what seems to be secure and stable is going to have to come crashing down. But I feel like this person wants that to happen. They want to have this situation with you. They want there to be celebration. They want there to be harmony. They want there to be happiness. Certainly. Now, in terms of astrological signs, with the 2 of Wands, that is Aries energy. The King of Swords is any of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. 3 of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, and the 7 of Wands is Leo energy, and 3 of Cups, that is Cancer energy. So let's see if we've got any other. So I think your biggest effect is that they think you've got it all really here. You're definitely a wish fulfillment for them. They want stability with you, but they they might be planning, or they may be feeling that you absolutely require truth and honesty and commitment in the situation going forwards, and they are aware of that. They know that they need to maybe work with you better. Again, there's a reference to 3 here, so this might be a 3-way situation. But it's definitely something that they want to create with you. But let's see what else we've got. What is part number 3's person's biggest effect? Oh, what's this one? Karmic. Notice the karmic lessons in this situation. So that might be for some. This might be a karmic, possibly a karmic connection, which could be karmic connection or soulmate twin flame type connection. Let's see, what is part number 3's biggest effects on their person right now? Transformation, and that would go with a butterfly, which was rebirth. Enter into the light from out of the darkness. Transformation. I think transformation might have come up in one of the other palms, but I can't remember which. Transformation. So maybe this situation is going for a transformation, or this person wants it to go for a transformation. It needs to go for a transformation. It needs to change and rise up. What is power number 3's biggest effect on their person? Oh, right now, and I feel like those two are wanting to come out, so I'm going to take them. So this one is manifest. Be clear on your outcome. That might be why we've got the King of Swords here, making plans and prioritising, you know, how is it going to happen going forward? How are we going to manifest this? And then this one is free will. The path you take is up to you. So maybe, yeah, if you're in separation from this person, you know, if this person comes forward towards you, I feel like they do really definitely want to come and create something with you again, or with you. But obviously it's your choice, isn't it? Depending on what may have happened leading up to this situation, part number 3. But that says free will, the path you take is up to you. But there you go, pile number 3. That has been your reading. I hope you liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.